So decoders is a kind of a combinational circuit. Means is it going to have any kind of memory element? No. Combinational circuit means which is going to take the present input and it is going to produce only the output, but it is not going to depend the present output on the previous outputs, right? So decoders means it's a kind of a combinational circuit which is going to take n lines as input, and it is going to produce 2 power n lines as output. 2 power n lines as output. Okay, fine. So like if you are going to generally observe the structure of the decoders, we can represent like this, right? So basically n by 2 power n decoder, right? Means it is going to have n lines as input and it is going to produce 2 power n lines as output. So this is a general meaning of decoder, right? So in the real time we have various kind of advantages. Okay, before going to see those advantages, let's see how it is going to work, right? So basically if I am saying it is n by 2 power n, if you place n value as 1, what kind of decoder is going to get? 1 by 2 decoder is going to be get, right? Means that the circuit contains one line as input, and it's going to have 2 lines as output. This is what I can call it as 1 by 2 decoder, right? Means here what are the input that you are going to give? Like for example, if I am going to produce here the input as I, and that input is going to be redirected to either O0 line or O1 line, right? For example, if I am trying to define the characteristic table for this, right? So the I value ranges from which to which value? As we are going to have only single variable, it is going to have 2 possible values, one is 0 or one is 1, right? So at the output line O0, if input is 0, O0 output is 1 and O0 output of input 1 is 0. I hope you understood, right? Meaning that here if I pass 0 as input, the output will be generated at the O0. If I pass 1 as input, the output will generate at the O1. So that is the what I am writing. If I am going to have to define O1 output, if I is 0, my output is 0. If I is 1, my output is 1, right? So how can we represent basically this as O0 equation? O0 equal to I bar. Can write I bar? Similarly, if I take O1, is it look like a kind of I or not? So basically how you write? With the help of K maps. You can take out some K maps and you can write that, right? So which you can able to directly understand, right? So can you draw the circuit diagram for this? If I am going to have input I, so which is going to have what you require? I bar, right? I bar is something like O0, and its respect to I, you are going to produce at the output as it is. This is what I can call it as 1 by 2 decoder. Means if you are able to observe here the structure, it will look like this, right? Means here whatever the input that you are going to pass, that will be produced as output based on the input what you are passing, right? So if you are going to pass here 0, 0 will be converted to 0 will be passed through NOT gate. So here you are going to get 1 and here you are going to get 0. So that means if I am going to pass 0 here, what is the outputs you are going to get here? 1 and 0. Similarly, if you are going to pass 1 at the output O0, you are going to get 0. At the output O1, you are going to get 1. As it is, right? If I am going to give 1 as input, at the output O0, you are going to get 0. At the output O1, you are going to get the value as O1. This is the way your 1 by 2 decoder is going to be work.